and girls, so in today's video I'm going to be unboxing the Elegoo Mars. I haven't touched resin printers before, so it's going to be quite exciting. I'm going to see if we can get it set up, built, and our first print off of it. So, let's have a look. So this came from Amazon. Didn't opt for it in the Amazon packaging, obviously, because they're just leaving stuff on doorsteps at the moment. Obviously due to lockdown. Love it. Let's work. Oh, it's heavy! Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get this out. Got the instruction manual and the machine. Just put the machine to one side for a second. Toolkit. Ooh. So, like I say, I have not really done much research on this. Power supply, Allen keys and some screws, plastic spatula. Hello darkness, my old friend. So we've got the plastic snips. Resin filters, some masks, actual machine itself. Assuming the feet are adjustable. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the build plate. Pretty cool. I'm actually just going to pop that back on so we get the dust running on the LCD. Let's have a look at the manual. Thank you for your purchasing your Elegoo Mars 3D printer. Please unbox and inspect the printer upon receiving. If you have any questions regarding this, please contact blah blah blah. Please keep the Mars 3D printer and accessories out of the reach of children. When you use the printer for the first time, you would need to adjust it before printing. Unbox and test. If the print failed, you would have to clean the tank and change the resin, otherwise it may cause damage to the printer. Please only fill up, please use 90% degree. Alcohol, please use the printer indoors, please use the printer direct sunlight or dusty environments, please keep your printer away from water or damp environments, please wear a mask and gloves before using and avoid direct skin contact. If you want to print models with sharp edges, please be careful when removing it from the build platform. Please don't disassemble the Mars printer by yourself. Should validate your warranty. What's included, backup screws, instructions, etc, etc. Printer components. Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward. Mars printer tech support, tech specs. Unboxing and test print, so that's what we want. Take out the printer carefully and take off the plastic film. Connect the power cable to the printer and power supply. Please insert the build platform, fasten the rotary knob and loosen the screws. Okay, so what we need for this is a cup of tea. We'll be back. Okay, so the kettle's on, we've got the plug ready to plug in. I'm going to attach the build plate, as it says in the instructions. And it says to make sure the build plate is slightly loose. Whoa, that is very loose. Yeah, that seems extremely low. What I don't want to do is scratch the blooming LCD before I even got the build plate on, so I might have to power it up. In fact, I'm going to power it up and see if I can move the Z plate, the Z axis up. So we've got a Mars logo, which is cool. So how do we move it up? Tools, manual, 10 millimeters. Up. So we've now got to try and level the bed. So just put a piece of paper there, make sure that's loose, and then set Z to 0 apparently. So attach the build plate, blah blah blah. remove the resin tank and put, yes, done that. Move Z axis to 0, see picture 2. Picture 2, helpful. Okay, so tools, manual. Weird funny symbol thingy that looks like a real thing. Please use one hand to press it and make sure it's in the center position, then fasten using the Allen wrench. It's not quite. It says to tighten the front screw first and then the rear one. Okay, that's done. Press 10 millimeters, then press up for 10 times. So we're going to do 10 millimeters and then up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sure it doesn't really matter, but whatever. 9, 10. Cool. That's pretty good. Okay, so now it says we have to test the exposure. Test the UV lights by pressing tools exposure. So go back and then press tools. Exposure. Test the UV lights by pressing tools exposure next. See picture 5. If the 2K screen can display a complete rectangle, UV lights are working fine. So we want 3 seconds. So it's set to 200 seconds at the moment. One 80. There's got to be a quick way. I wonder if there's a quick way of doing this. But, oh, there is. You just touch the little thing and then you type in what you want. Brilliant. And there's me trying to delete it. So we hit 3, hit enter, tick. 3 seconds, hit next. Yeah, looks good to me. Exposure has ended. Great. So now what? Put the tank back on. I'm assuming we've got to take this off. Please peel off the mask. And that's why you should always put your phone in airplane mode. Okay. So, we've got the vat on. I can't see any markings on the vat though, especially look at a level unless I'm completely blind. Yeah, I'm probably just blind. Oh, okay, so it's that. It's the little ridge. There's like a little ridge in there to mark the records. That's cool. Okay. Put the vat on, yada yada yada. Nice that they give you some spare screws, I suppose, just in case you naff it up. Strip the heads, done that multiple times. Plug the USB to your printer, wear your mask and gloves and add resin slowly to the 1/3. Avoid direct contact with your skin, select model file Rook. See picture 6. And then print. Make sure printer is level and not shaky. Shaky. Wash your print and clean the tank. Completed, please wait until the resin on the build platform doesn't drop anymore. Loosen the rotary knob and remove the build platform. Use the scrape to remove your model and wash it with 95% degree or higher alcohol. Yes, yeah. Don't scrub your build platform or your LCD screen. Okay, so USB. Right, gloves and resin. Okay, so gloves. How many pairs do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 pairs of gloves. 2 masks. Earl Grey hot. Close up, Mr. Devin. So I've seen some good results with these, but I've always sort of put it off. I'm more of a FDM person myself. So this is fun. All the stuff look a bit messy. But I'm going to try not get any mess today. Okay, I'm going to grab some tissue just to wipe the edge of the bottle. Okay. To be honest, the mask stinks more than the resin. So, done that. Right. So now, apparently we are ready to attempt to print. So we're going to go to print, and then, wow, what we got? Rook. And, oh, it's got a nice little preview of what it is we're going to be doing. So I'm assuming we just push Rook. And then apparently we just hit print. Now, the frustrating thing is, you're not actually going to know for a little while if this is actually sticking to the bed, which is a little bit worrying. So it reckons the print time is 4 hours, 7 minutes. It's like so quiet. It's like, obviously it's quiet because it's not gonna, I'm not really expecting any sound, but maybe when it goes between layers, I've heard that like if it goes between layers you hear something, I don't know. So I think it's just done the first layer. As it lifted up and you can see like sort of all the resin gooping in together going back under the build plate. But we're going to leave it and we'll come back in a bit and hopefully we'll be able to see something. Okay, so it's been going for, it's on layer 216 of 1000. It's been going for an hour. It's got 3 hours left. So I noticed the pause button, and what I want to do is I want to see if it actually, if I can pause it and maybe it might raise the Z. So I'm going to pause it. I don't know if it will, but I can't wait like an hour to see. Yeah, it's raising. It's raising, so we can see if it's a did. Has it a did? Yes. Oh yes. Look at that. That is so cool. So it's stuck to the build plate and it is printing. Ah! Okay, so we're going to resume and leave that to finish and yeah, see what it looks like when it's done. I am a happy person, happy camper. That's really cool. I wish I'd known that an hour ago. Okay, so the print has finished. We are going to check it out. Okay, so we're going to need to put the stuff back into the resin back into the bottle. We clear out the vat, clear it down, and see what's going on. Okay. Loves. To be honest, because it's like you don't have to do this with the normal, with like the end of 3 and stuff. It's like quite easy to forget. Quite tacky, quite soft. See if we can. Seems to come off quite easy. We'll sort that out in a minute. The quality on this is absolutely phenomenal. I've got a feeling there's a little bit of support structure in there. It's going to be interesting to get that out. Pop those in there for now. While we clean this down. tricky. I still managed to spill a tiny bit. Useless. Okay, so I'm going to get that cleaned down and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at the prints. Okay, so I've cleaned down the vat, used a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, cleaned the build plate. So yeah, so we need to deal with the actual prints now. So what I've got is I've got some warm soapy water. I'm going to see we can clean these up a little bit, and then obviously we'll wash them with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. So I'm just using some takeaway containers here. It's the only thing I really had. The support literally just pulled straight out. I forgot to turn the camera on, but literally just snipped the support right out in the middle. It came out really easy. And I know some people seem to leave it to cure before they remove their supports, which apparently isn't the best idea. But like I say, I haven't used a resin printer before. Not an expert by any means on this. So literally just giving it a go and seeing what we get. If you've got any better cleanup tips or tricks or anything like that, please do post in the comments and let me know. So we'll take care of that. Need another lid. Right. I'm using my isopropyl alcohol quite sparingly actually, because it's really hard to get hold of. Obviously with what's going on with the coronavirus, obviously people are using isopropyl alcohol to make their own hand gel, hand sanitizer. So actually that's really tricky. I mean these I'm actually really impressed. didn't think I was going to be as impressed as I was, to be honest. I'm quite hard to please. Now I do believe you've got to put these in the sun for a little bit as well. These have come up super clean. I'm actually so impressed with this. There's quite a lot of, there's some discoloration as well to the isopropyl alcohols. You've got the last bits of the resin coming off of it. That is just, I just have no real words. I'm going to show you this a little bit closer. So that's the finished piece, and you can see it's just, the detail is just stunning. There are no visible layer lines whatsoever. Super smooth. I mean, literally, if I could afford a resin printer with a bigger build plate, I'd be literally ordering it now. That is quite simply amazing. Super impressed with that. Super impressed that the first print I did actually stuck to the bed. There was no issues whatsoever. Just phenomenal. I'll do another print tomorrow, and I will print something sort of more detailed, as detailed as I can find on Thingiverse, and see what we get. But that is just something else. Absolutely fantastic. To be honest, the smell of the resin wasn't actually that bad. Where the lid's on it, you can't really smell anything. As soon as you take the lid off, of course you can, and it is a little bit overpowering when you take the lid off. But yeah, just use the mask, to be honest. It's fine. That's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So anyway, yeah, I hope you liked the video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and check us out on Instagram at AHCMeUK. And yeah, any tips, tricks, or comments, comment below. So I'd love to know, like, if you're using the Mars, how have you found it? How was your first print? What sort of things are you printing? It's always good to hear from other makers, and I'll try to respond to every single comment. So yeah, catch you later.